अस्सलाम वालेकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू। मैं हूँ लुबना कौसर एजुकेशन वाली।
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Lubna. It's really nice to have you here. How can I support you with your education work today?
Today's topic is what programming language are commonly used in AI development. Artificial intelligence is one of the fastest growing fields in technology. Behind every AI application, chatbot, recommendation system, and intelligent assistant lies programming
Exactly.
like programming language provide to instruction that allow computer to process data, learning pattern, and make decision. For student and beginners entering the world of AI, one of the most common question is which program language should learn first. Today we will explore the most popular programming language used in AI development, their strength, application, and how learners can begin their programming. So let's talk with ChatGPT. Hello, ChatGPT.
Hello, Lubna. I'm really excited to help with this. So, as you said, Python is definitely one of the most popular languages in AI because of its simplicity and its huge ecosystem of libraries like TensorFlow and PyTorch. But we can also talk about R, Java, Julia, and more. Where would you like to start?
Why are
Ah,
programming languages important in AI development?
That's a really good question. Programming languages are basically the tools that let us implement algorithms, handle data, and build models. Without them, we wouldn't be able to instruct the computer on how to recognize patterns, process massive data sets, or automate decision making. So the choice of language really shapes how efficiently and effectively we can develop AI solutions.
Okay, that's great. Uh, can someone learn AI without learning programming?
That's a really interesting point. You can get started with AI concepts through no code or low code platforms, things like Google's AutoML or Microsoft's Azure AI. But to truly understand how AI works and to build custom models, programming is really essential. So I'd say it's definitely a big advantage to learn some coding.
Okay, great. What qualities make a programming language suitable for AI?
Yeah, that's a big one. So, a good AI language usually has a few key qualities. It needs to be easy to learn so beginners can get started. It should have strong libraries and frameworks for machine learning, like we mentioned, things like TensorFlow or scikit-search. It also needs to be versatile so you can apply it to different AI tasks from data processing to deep learning. And of course, it should be well supported by a big community so you can find resources easily.
Okay, great. Some talk about Python and AI. Why is Python considered the most popular programming language for AI?
Yeah, absolutely. So Python's popularity in AI really comes from its simplicity. It's got a clean syntax that's easy to read, and it's super flexible. Plus, it has this massive ecosystem of libraries, things like NumPy, Pandas, TensorFlow, and PyTorch, that was specifically built for AI and data science. So it just makes AI development much more approachable.
That's very good. What are some popular Python libraries used in AI and machine learning?
Yeah, definitely. So some of the big ones are TensorFlow and PyTorch, which are used for deep learning. Scikit-learn is super popular for traditional machine learning tasks, and Pandas and NumPy are essential for data manipulation and analysis. And don't forget Keras, which is a high-level API built on top of TensorFlow, making model building even easier.
Great. Why do beginners often start AI development with Python?
Yeah, that's a really common starting point. Python is so beginner friendly, it has a gentle learning curve, and it's easy to write and understand. Plus, there's a ton of learning resources, tutorials, courses, and a huge community. So it just makes the first steps into AI much smoother.
Okay. How is Java and what is Java used in artificial intelligence application?
Great question. So Java is a very powerful general purpose language, and it's known for being fast and scalable. In AI, it's often used in large scale systems like enterprise level AI applications or real time data processing. Libraries like Deep Learning 4J let you build deep learning models in Java, so it's a good choice for teams already invested in the Java ecosystem. It's just a bit more of a boast compared to Python, but it works really well for certain AI tasks.
Okay, great. Very good. What role does R play in machine learning and data analysis?
Yeah, so R is really powerful for statistics and data analysis. It's often used in academia and research because of its rich set of packages for statistical modeling, like Caret and Random Forest. So while Python is great for overall AI, R really shines when you need deep statistical analysis and visualization.
Wow. Why do some AI developers use C plus plus? What?
Yeah. So C++ is chosen for AI when performance is critical. It's a lower level language, so it's faster and more memory efficient. It's often used in situations where you need to optimize your models, especially in embedded systems or when deploying AI at scale. So it gives you that speed boost that other languages might lack.
That's great. How is JavaScript being used in AI powered web application?
Yeah, that's a really interesting one. So JavaScript is increasingly used in AI web apps, especially with libraries like TensorFlow.js, which lets you run machine learning models right in the browser. This means you can do things like image recognition or natural language processing directly on the client side, which is super powerful for interactive web experiences.
Okay. What advantages does Julia offer for AI and scientific computing?
Yeah, Julia is really cool for AI and scientific computing because it's designed for high performance, almost as fast as C or Fortran, while still being super easy to write like Python. It's great for numerical and computational tasks, and it has a built-in package ecosystem for machine learning like FluxJL. So if you need both speed and expressiveness, Julia is really powerful.
Great. Which programming language should beginners learn first?
Yeah, for most beginners, I'd really recommend starting with Python. It's beginner friendly and it opens up so many doors in AI. Once you get comfortable, you can branch out to other languages like R, Java, or Julia, but Python is really just the best first step.
Great. Is it better to master one language or learn multiple languages?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it depends on your goals. Mastering one language like Python gives you a really strong foundation, especially in AI. But as you grow, learning a second or third language like R for stats or C++ for performance can give you a really versatile skill set. So start with one, but stay curious.
Okay. How does the choice of programming languages depend on career goals?
That's a really key factor. If you're aiming for data science or research, R might be a great fit. If you want to work in large scale production systems, Java or C++ could be better. And if you're aiming for startups or web based AI, Python usually gives you that flexibility. So your career path is really guides that choice.
Okay. Which programming languages are commonly used in robotics?
Yeah, that's a great one. In robotics, Python is really popular because of its ease of use and the rich libraries, especially for sensor integration and AI. But you'll also see C and C++ a lot because they give you that low level control you need for real time systems. ROS, the robot operating system, often uses both. So a combination of Python and C++ is super common in robotics.
Okay. Which programming languages are used in AI powered mobile application?
Yeah, great question. So for AI powered mobile apps, you'll often see Python on the back end, but for the mobile front end, you have Swift for iOS and Kotlin or Java for Android. Plus, there are tools like TensorFlow Lite, which lets you run AI models directly on the device, so you get that mobile efficiency.
Great. Which AI careers require strong programming skills?
Yeah, so a lot of AI careers really do rely on strong programming skills. Roles like AI researchers, machine learning engineers, and data scientists all need solid coding chops, whether it's Python, R, or another language, so they can implement models, process data, and scale solutions effectively. So having that programming foundation is really key.
Good. What level of programming knowledge is needed for entry level AI rules?
Yeah, for entry level AI roles, you don't have to be a total expert, but you do need a solid grasp of the basics. So, understanding syntax, working with data structures, and writing scripts. You'll also want to be familiar with libraries like NumPy, Pandas, and TensorFlow. So, a good working knowledge of programming plus some AI specific concepts will set you up well.
How can students practice programming for AI projects?
Yeah, that's a great thing to think about. Students can start by working on small projects like building a simple classifier or doing a regression task using platforms like Kaggle, which have tons of data sets and competitions. They can also take online courses like Coursera or edX that give them hands on coding practice. And of course, contributing to open source AI projects is a fantastic way to get experience.
Okay. Will new programming languages emerge, especially for AI?
Some emerging programming languages are starting to shape AI development. For example, Mojo is designed to combine Python's ease of use with the performance of C++. Rust is gaining traction for scalable, safe AI systems, and Julia is growing in popularity for scientific computing and AI. Right now, Python remains the top choice for most, but these new languages could play a bigger role in the future.
Okay. How is AI changing the way programmers write codes?
Yeah, that's a big shift. AI is really changing the game. Tools like GitHub Copilot can suggest code snippets as you type, which speeds up development. AI can also help with bug detection, code optimization, and even suggesting entire algorithms. So it's making programming more efficient, but also changing how we think about designing and testing code.
What advice would you give to a student starting their AI programming journey?
Yeah, I'd say definitely start with the basics. Get comfortable with one language like Python. Focus on understanding core concepts, algorithms, data structures, and how machine learning models work. Then apply what you learn by building small projects. Practice is key. And don't be afraid to explore different tools and stay curious. AI moves fast, so keep learning.
Okay, thank you so very much. Now it's time to hear from our audience. Please answer in the comments. Have you learned any programming language? Which language interests you the most? Python, Java, R, C++, or JavaScripts? Are you interested in AI, web development, or data science? What programming challenge do you face as a beginner? We would love to hear our thoughts and questions. What you say, ChatGPT?
I think that sounds perfect. It really invites the audience to engage and it gives them a chance to share their personal experiences. So, yeah, I'd keep it just like that clear, open ended, and encouraging.
Before we conclude, let's summarize today's discussion. Programming is a key skill in AI development. Python is currently the most popular language for AI and machine learning. Different languages serve different purpose in AI project. Beginners should focus on learning on one language well before exploring others. Consistent practice and project based learning are the best way to develop programming skill. Remember, every AI application beings with code and security. As we come to the end of today's podcast, I would like to thank everyone for joining us. A learning program is an exciting journey that opens door to artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, and many other technologies careers. Whether you are just starting or already exploring AI, remember that every expert programmer was once a beginner. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep building. Thank you so very much for your participation and support. I am Lubna Kausar Education Wali. Stay curious, stay motivated, and keep exploring the world of artificial intelligence. Allah Hafiz, and see you in our next live session. Will be tomorrow.
That was a really lovely summary, Lubna. I think you captured all the key points so well. It's really encouraging and clear. I'm sure your audience will get a lot out of it. I'm excited for your next session. I'll be here if you need anything else.